fucking mice. They're cunts, aren't they? Fucking hash brown. Are we live? I think so. Yes, Toffee Girl. Good morning. Good morning, the Top Cat. Good morning, Jane. Chippy chat. Sup, B? Sup, mate? Let's chat out right there. Referee Club. Good morning. Good morning. Edge Theme Park. Morning. Too many people come through now. Good morning, Lorraine Bryce. Humble. Morning. Good banner. Morning. Yes, mate. Yeah. Neil McDonald. Volume too low. Wouldn't we really? Hold on. That's because I've got the music up. I have got a waste for your sink. No, I thought you said you got one. I was going to say, oh, fucking bring it round. I need 1.5 kitchen waste. So that's 1.5 McAlpine fitting on the bottom that goes onto the trap. And the top bit is 113mm size flange. The hole that you drop through is 85mm. Yeah. Can help. Yes, Edge Theme Park. Nice one, mate. Nice one. I have one up and get it to you tomorrow. What, really? Really, chippy chap? I'll tell you what, I'd really fucking help. Yes, Spain. How's it going? Estrella? Bernadette? Hello, darling. Thank you, DJ DD. Can't hear properly, music's too loud. You having a laugh? I'm just turning music right down. Can you hear me all right? Tell me. I need to know. Let me know you can hear me all right. Looking on here, it's looking like the levels are all right. Maybe I could go a bit louder. Hold on a minute. Let me go. Oh, fucking hell. I'll turn my headphones down. How's that? Is that all right? Is that loud enough? Yes? Yes. Thumbs up? Bit louder, maybe. What, even more? You know what? Fucking bring that up a bit, yeah? Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. How's that? Come on, fucking hell. Look, it's a piece in the yellow. It must be all right. Must be all right. Yeah? All right, wicked. Good stuff. Yeah. I was just sitting there having breakfast and I just thought, oh, fuck it. I might as well go live and say hello to everyone. You all right, Mary Lou? There you go. No, it's perfect. That's better. Ah, brilliant. Excellent, Dal Bentley. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Neil McDonald. So, how are you? Hey, how are you? McDonald's breakfast, that's right. I just thought I need to get the dog something as well. So they've just had a 2 cheesy bacon flatbreads, and I've got fucking what? Oh, the large cappuccinos. They give you the large cup, but put the regular amount size in there. Time the fucking froth was gone. What a con! What a fucking con! Ain't been asleep yet. Ain't been. Oh, you haven't been asleep yet. Baby's having a bad night. Oh, fucking hell. Well, that's aspirins have gone up so much. They're in my belly. What are you up to for Christmas Day? Fuck all, I'm going to be here. Probably Nicky will be here. Yes, Daniel, I did get done by the Paps that morning. And it would be one morning when I've got no logos on. Not that, you know, it just brought people over to the channel, wouldn't it? Not I'm selling fucking He's got a shop, he's got a shop. I ain't got a shop. Just would have been handy, wouldn't it, for sort of, you know, come over here, what's that on his top? Maybe Google it. Oh, look, he's got a channel. Give you a large cup. No, but I ordered 2 large ones. I ticked the box where it was 40p extra. Get you fucking larger cappuccino. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, you cunt. I can't believe I just did that. Sorry. Shouldn't really be swearing. Might change the habit of a lifetime. Oh no, I've got another Ash Brown in here somewhere. I've seen it. There you are, hiding at the bottom now. 100 messages already. Now you can cook your turkey. No. No, the messages are moving too fast. How are you going to cook your turkey? I've got a little mini oven over there. Hello. I've got 2 air fryers. I've got a hot plate. The oven will cook the turkey. I've got a turkey crown anyway. I thought about it. If I'm going to get a big turkey, not I can fucking afford a big dirty turkey. You take the piss. You take the fucking piss for a turkey one time a year. Take the fucking piss. So I've got a couple of turkey crowns. And I'm going to do it that way. I need proper breast meat, not mod shit. Plastic food. Well, can't really be fucking beggars at this time of life, mate. Can't really be choosers at this time. Got to go with the flow, innit? I will cook the dinner. And it will be all right. Like the song. We know a song about that, don't we? Yeah. Nah, I'm fine. Getting Domino's on Christmas. Can't be asked with cooking. Coffee girl prefers chicken. It's very similar, isn't it? Cran and a ham. Where I went to, yeah. Oh fuck. I'm having emu, you know. Emu. Yeah, love waking up to beef Brian. Yeah. Good morning. So glad you were with us before the holidays. Glad I caught you from Hull. Hello, Diane Frogget. Good morning to you. Very good morning. Got to have turkey on Christmas Day. I think so. Good morning, Adam. Big up yourself, mate. Hope you're feeling all right. Gaza, Sweden. What's happening, mate? Peaky Blinders. Get mine delivered Christmas Day. Oh, fucking hell. Hope you're not relying on Tesco's. Because I'll tell you what, they're the type of people, you order your food, it don't come. They do what they're going to do anyway. Yeah, we're coming at between 4 and 5. No, we're coming between 7 and 8. Yeah, it's going to be 10:30. Nothing. Next day, talk about it, you want a £20 voucher. I'm like, no, cunt. I want my fucking dinner I was supposed to cook last night. The fucking dogs are waiting. You take the fucking piss. No way to contact them that night. Absolute fucking joke. Just another one of these big companies taking a fucking piss. No plastic bags. Yeah, everything comes in plastic. Does that make any sense to you? Don't make no fucking sense to me. Glad my flat burgled by some low-life cunts. You're fucking joking. You're fucking joking. Well, that is not what you want on top of everything else at this time of year. They took my dog too. What the fuck? You got him back though? I found my dog. Oh, fucking hell. What the fuck? Oh, fucking hell. Fuck's sake, Adam. some cunts out there, isn't there? You know what I mean? Really bad week for me. Yeah, you've not been having a good time of it lately, have you, mate? Really. But today's a fresh day, yes. That's it, man. You'll be all right, mate. You'll be all right. Fucking cunts, though, aren't they? It's horrible when you get fucking robbed. I've had place robbed before, and that you feel like you've been fucking raped, mate. Fuck's sake, man. I'm glad you got your dog back, though. No, I'm glad about that. That's fucking bollocks. They took the dog and what, and then just fucking, then thought, no, fucking leave it. Might have a tracker on it or something. You know that's what they thought. Fuck, we better, no, don't take the dog. It's probably got a tracker. Bet you any fucking money. Yeah, dogs are all good. Isla's got a fucking lampshade round her neck at the minute. We had to get her one of them Velcro ones. It's quite good. Standard lampshade job. Obviously, she fucking hates it, but that ear infection that she's got, like, it's not going to clear if you're going to keep scratching it every day, making it bleed. Then Trigger licks it every day, bless him, and he does keep it clean. He's really good at it. He does it every day. Every time I turn around, he's licking her ear. And yeah, one of them fucking things. But you've got to stop her from scratching. It's the only way to do it, isn't it? Either that. You know what I mean? You got to fucking... So I'm just taking in a comment here about the dog trackers in dogs only work if you take it into a vet. Okay, kind of shame. Yeah, so but she's got to stop scratching that ear, and that's the only way to do it. So she's unhappy about it, but it's in her best interest. Because then I can get some... I've got to separate them for a few days, and then I can put some Manuka honey on now. Give it a few days, and that will fucking heal up. But it's not getting a rest. Thanks for putting the website up there, Adam. Cheers, mate. Get some stinky stuff for ears. It works. What, is that what the brand's called? She's had all sorts of stuff in down her fucking ear holes, man. I don't think it's a wax thing anymore. I think it's the cut. There's a cut there. I'm not sure if I've had the £25 cold weather payment. I'll have to ask my mum because it goes into hers. More than likely, though. Nice one for that, Adam. Thank you, mate. Can of cream to help her healing. Well, I'm gonna try the. Listen, I've had very good results with the Manuka honey. Like I say, with Charlie years ago when his fucking eye come out and him and Trigger had a fight. After he'd come back from the PDSA, like the skin flap when he was fucking awful, I just went with a Manuka honey, put a fucking nappy over his head and done it up with gaffer tape so he couldn't scratch and get it off. And when I took it off 2 weeks later, it fucking stunk, but I'll tell you what, it didn't have a fucking scar. So... Sorry about that. Didn't have a fucking scar. So I swear by that stuff, and that's what I'm going to stick on there later. But I can't have Trigger around her, because he'll just lick it all off and eat it. This is a live stream. You are tuned in live. Brian RV, good morning. If you've just subscribed or just tuned in, I know we've got a few new subscribers since we got packed the other day. I wonder where that came from. It's got to be something to do with knowing that the rubbish was being cleared, to know that I was going to be out there, innit? Yeah, no, never mind anyway. So they was pretty kind. They didn't slag me off. If anything, I thought the article was quite supportive for once in my life. So that, you know, the woman. You know, I suppose not all journalists are the same. They're still human beings, aren't they? You still get the odd one that I think's all right. Nikki seemed to think that the woman that done the article was all right. Yeah, for once. So, yeah, big her up. I don't know what her name is, but big you up if you're watching. Thanks for not slagging me off. Imagine being really happy just to not be slagged off. Yeah. Yeah, it does make a change, doesn't it? Got to go to work, but we'll send the waste for you before I go to work, so you should get it by noon tomorrow, Brian. Chippy Chap, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. It is like 113 mil flange, yeah? Because an 85 mil is dropping straight. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I knew that was going to fucking happen. Batteries, they last forever, you know. How much have I got left on this mic pack? Let's go back a bit. Maybe what McDonald's. Go on, get some McDonald's. Can't work, but we'll send the waste before you go. Chippy Chap, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. I really appreciate that. As I was just saying, it's 113 mil size flange. And the hole is actually 85 mil. Yeah, so the 113 mil, inch and a half McAlpine on the bottom. It's one of them boss name ones. It normally does go off to, you know, you've got that little bit of drainer next to it with a little square waist on it. Don't worry about that. I'm not putting anything on that. Just literally the flange and put the trap on. And that'll give me a sink back for Christmas, because keep going upstairs to fucking wash a spoon or wash a cup over the bath is getting on my fucking tits, mate. It really is. Thank you, Chippy Chap. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Nicky, boy, I haven't got much on at Christmas. No, just be glad to just chill out, really. And do nothing. You know, because as soon as we get back into the new year and that, there's, you know, works to be done here at the house. There's fucking loads to do, mate. You know, it's very, very hard to get on top of anything when you're on benefits, right? It just is. Everything is like, you know, lengthwise, times it by 10, you know, in fucking waiting time. But it's just how it is, mate. It's just how it is. So, like, everything just takes fucking forever. But next year, yeah, no, I'm gonna get this fucking house finished, sorted, and then I can concentrate on what I'm doing online and over here. Because I can never concentrate. There's always something else. I just need to put them jobs to bed and then crack on with what I'm doing, instead of trying to take on too much at once. And you know, you're trying to do a gig, you're trying to get this going. I haven't got all the lenses. I've got 2 lenses. I still need another 4, well, 3 minimum, but you know, fuck knows where they're coming from. Someone was good enough to help and donate and get me lenses. So I've got 2 of them, but I need another one. And these lenses are there, man. You know, it's not, they're there. So I'm just going to concentrate on the house, carry on with selling the few bits that I've got on eBay. The mic, the Neumann mic, there's a couple of bits up there. Sell them. And start getting on top of this. I've got a lot of equipment. I've got most of the stuff to do it, but there's more needed. So it's just going to be more time. What's this, sir? I've got to get ready to go job centre. I know you know how to take the piss, but please come on Monday. I want to do the Wedger interview without having you on first, please. I know you know how to take the piss, but please come on Monday. I'll write onto your thing. Don't want to do the Wedger interview without having you on first. Listen, Wedger's gonna lie. Right, he's gonna fucking lie. It's very simple. He's him and Puddick and Bill Maloney and Andrew Ash and all that little crew all set me up. You know what do you want me to say? They fucking set me up. He's going to deny that that's the case. The geezer ain't even real old Bill. He's got to be NCA or something like that to be able to even go around saying he was an ex-police officer. You know, this has got to be okayed from somewhere, innit? For all these people to do it, like Puddick. I mean, how does he get away with buying me a Ninja recorder to film Andrew Ash, and then Andrew Ash is accusing Prince Andrew, but yeah, Puddick works for the Queen? Don't make no fucking sense. Well, it does when you know they are giving themselves away, aren't they? Yeah, fuck them anyway. You know what I mean? Like, ain't never going away. I keep sitting there sometimes thinking to myself, do you know what? Should I just stop? Should I just fucking stop? Should I just walk away and leave it? And it's like, nah, fuck you, no. No, I'm not walking away leaving it. You'd like me to fucking walk away and leave it, wouldn't you? But unfortunately, cunt, no, it ain't happening. And Murdoch, like, fuck you, and the police. Hey, I might have all this fucking evidence and then no one wants to... Fuck off, bollocks, mate, I'm staying with it until someone does something about it, and someone better do something about it next year, very, very early in, or fucking all hell's gonna break loose. You know what I mean? It is. It is. I'm fucking going there next year. I ain't doing another year of this bollock. I'm doing my ass up, exposing these cunts, and we're moving forward, and that's how it's gonna fucking go. And that's how it's gonna fucking go. Yeah, that's how it's going. That's it. Small steps lead to big steps. Police whistle blew. I blew the whistle on absolutely no cunt. I know, exactly. You know, it just fucking comes on and just gives you a load of bungle. Pushing the fucking Reigns list now. Don't you think it's mad that he got a commendation for his work on Baby P after already complaining about the bullying and the prostitute? Yeah, I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Their backstories don't marry up. And now I've seen him on the Baby P story, with all your checkerboard fucking symbolism in now, and Andrew with his, doing all that fucking shit. I'm sorry, mate, but we know what you are. And you're paedophile protectors. At the very least, they're paedophile protectors. Because they're not exposing nothing. Start eating hash browns. No, McDonald's hash browns are the best. Sunsea and Salem and Bill was one of the things that woke me up. They all seem to sell out now. Listen, I don't know how to... Look, right, think of it like this. In 2007, 2008, you had the fucking sweetheart deal, the Epstein sweetheart deal, right? Now, allegedly, Prince Andrew was a part of that. They're all saying that he wasn't, but fuck off, he's your mate, yeah? We're not cunts, right? So he was a part of that. And he had a close shave, right? And they done a deal, right? And Andrew got away with it. But they knew there was a chance of shit coming out. So they started putting their plans in place. 2007, Pie Mash Films is created. Or at least Bill Maloney goes on Pie Mash Films. On Maria Maloney's Pie Mash Films, right? Bill Maloney goes on there, 2007. So, the only other thing that was happening at that time was the sweetheart deal with Epstein. So Andrew got named in it, and then these lot started making preparations because the internet was getting bigger as well. By 2012, you've got Puddick online saying he's been brutalised in custody by the police. He just told lies, And you got Bill Maloney out there doing this, Sunsea and Satan. You got David Icke, who's also part of their network. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He is also ex-BBC. He ain't done nothing to help me. And look what I took to him and showed him what was being done to him. But the reason he ain't done nothing is because he was fucking part of it as well. Right? And then they all come from the BBC. It's very fucking simple, really. It's not that hard to understand, is it? Really. It's not that hard. And how they think they're going to get away with that is beyond me, mate. I love your posh voice, Brian. It's David Icke here. Shayla XMI5 turned him trans. Yeah, there's all fucking symbolism. I think he must be a nonce or something because they parade him about and he's got to go along with it. Call himself the Christ, dressed up as a woman. I mean, there's only one way to take him. You look at him and think, you're a fucking nutter. Think you're the Christ and all that. Nutter. And Puddick's got the cheek to call me mad. Fuck me. Fuck me. You know? Pot kettle black. Yeah. None of them are in jail. Anyone who believes behind bars you're still asleep, none of them have gone to prison, mate. What, you think, you know, Cole Beach is in prison? Bullshit. 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 Where did I got the wrong on face? Bill MI5. Yeah. Tanked up in Woburn Forest. It was an exact with the same handicap tag. What? In Woburn Forest. Sure, I saw you shooting in Tesco about a month ago. Not sure. Unless it was an exact the same handicap turn. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Wakefield Nick. Greetings to you, Island. When you were at the checkout, I was dying to say hello, but I still wasn't sure if it was you or not, so I'll back on that one. Tesco's, man. What Tesco's? Where? Don't know, man. Don't think so. Don't know. Oh well. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, Justin. What's everyone's favourite Christmas song? Fucking lighter. Get yourself a fucking lighter for Christmas. Terry was kidnapped by a paedophile ring in France when he was 12. It's all in the mainstream. Obituaries there everywhere. No worries, Kitty Cat. No worries. Yeah, finally died on me, but thank you for the time that I did get with it. We became very close. Close. Right. Yeah, no, thank you for that. I've seen the one that I've got to get on Very. It's about $6.50. I'm hoping it'll go down to about, $5 or something. So something else I'm gonna have to pay off for now. Get a washer dryer, but there's no point in getting it just yet because I've still got to get the kitchen finished. I don't want to put a new washer dryer in a fucking kitchen that ain't plastered, and there's just no fucking point. And Nikki's mum's just done a big dirty pile of my washing and that, bless her. She's good, her mum. She's really nice. Really, really, really nice woman. Lovely woman. Yeah, she's just fucking done all that for me, so bless her. If not, I'd have been fucked, mate. There was such a pile. Well, what can you do? Oh yes, thank you, Kitty Cat, for the vodka. Thank you, darling. I did receive that. I got that, and also to DB as well. Thank you, thank you. I got them both. I know one was got delivered 3 times. We did tell the geezer to just leave it inside the gate, but he didn't. He kept running away with it every time. But I eventually got it all. So thank you, Kitty Cat, and thank you, DB, for that. No worries, Tanked Up, mate. No worries. I don't know. I'm not sure. It could have been. I'm not sure. Got insurance on a new machine B. Only a few quid a month and worth it if it ever does break. Yeah, it might do. I ain't doing much for Christmas, man. I'm just gonna chill, really. Like, what can I do really without a kitchen? I'm able to cook the dinner. I'll be able to do that. It's going to be a pain in the arse, but I can do it. better. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, we'll come on over Christmas time at some point. We'll probably just come on and get pissed, innit? We ain't done it for a while. I think we need a little night like that. We ain't done it for a while, have we? Just come on, get pissed, chat shit, talk to you lot. Oh, Brian, what model Wagner I need to paint the ceilings? It is called, I got the thing wrong the other day. It is a Wagner Flexio 590, I believe. Let me check it for you. Let me check that. Let me just check that for you. Just check that for you right now. I've got a few different ones here. Flexio 590. Right, so you got the smaller handheld one now. Where is the W590 Wagner Screwfix? It's definitely the Flexio 590 is going for 139.98. Fuck. Let me go shopping. Yeah. B&Q have got a Wagner 5.7 Flexio. I'd go for the 590. Yeah. And that is cheapest you're getting that 139 from Screwfix. Right. So let me bring that in for you so you can have a look. I'll bring it in for you. What we got here? Skype play videos. Where is the internet? I can't find the internet. What is this now? No. All these fucking truthers. No. I know. So when you don't do it for a while, you fucking forget. Browser. We get to the browser, and in the browser here, if I just go like that, yeah, there we go. Right, oh fucking hell. Interact, here we go, interact button, accept cookies, here we go. Oh, it won't fucking scroll up now. Here we go, that one. That's what you're looking at. Oh man, why isn't it showing me the bottom now? Interact. Come on, scroll up, you bastard. Why won't you scroll? Why not? Oh. That's a shame, isn't it? That one, right? Wagner 590 paint sprayer. It looks a lot like the smaller one that I'm going to do all the wood with. Like literally the skirtings and all that. So yeah, that's the one. Screwfix there, it's 139 quid. So yeah, get one of them. You'll like it. I prefer Kratom to weed. What's that? No news on any merchandise or anything. Obviously, I can't have a shop, can I? That was the whole point of me letting someone else sell my stuff so that, you know, it's out there. To me, it was like, oh, look, at least the logo and it was getting round. And people that, like, was, you know, just creating awareness that you was out there. That's why I was letting the other guys sell the stuff and weren't getting anything out of it. But then fucking, you know, I didn't really get too much back off the geezer that was selling the stuff. I got no problem with him. Like, he's a nice geezer. Do you know what I mean? I knew what I was getting into. I knew I was letting someone else literally sell my brand and not getting anything out of it. But you know, I thought I'd have got a little bit more help back from the geezer with a couple of bits and that. Ended up going and getting stuff printed myself. You know what I mean? So weed irks, smells like old socks and Hulk Hogan's pants. Gave it up, mate. Haven't coughed for at least 10 minutes. It's a leaf from the coffee family. They sell it here in America in smoke shops. It's wonderful for depression and physical pain. Really? I'm bloody fed up with condensation. Paul the man was fucking creepy as fuck. I hope you got a shot of him. Nah, not really. He's, you know, it's just one of them fucking pain in the arses, isn't he? Wants to make videos. Comes round here, talk shit. You know, don't knock on the door when you could have just fucking knocked on the door and asked me. You know what I mean? If you're respectful, I can be respectful. It's just no one's got any fucking respect. So I just think, well, fuck you, innit? But I could have spoke to him. You know what I mean? He could have cleared some things up there, but he chose to try and pretend to freak me out, talk about jumping in my bin and all that. So therefore, fuck you, innit? Fuck you. They all know what they've done. It's out there. It's recorded in the public. They fucking set me up. Good morning, Brian PC. Good morning, mate. They fucking set me up, and there's no getting away from that because it's been proved in the public domain. So I shall just sit back and wait for one day for it to become trendy, and they go, look what Brian Harvey done. Yeah? And then we'll talk about it. Until then, let them fucking play their games. Yeah? Because they know if they want to fucking go there, then let's go to court. Let's get in the fucking court and I'll destroy you all. And you know it, which is why your fucking arrests come to nothing. Yeah, I will fucking destroy you in the court. Start pulling out that evidence and that, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, yeah, you fucking all look fucking like cunts now, don't you? They don't want it, mate, yeah? They'd rather just leave me over here like a cunt. And I'm telling you, at some point soon, it's gonna backfire on them. And I'm just sitting here waiting for it. How they can get away with that in the open like that in front of everyone whilst working for the Queen, don't make no fucking sense to me. The one day never comes, Brian. They stitch you up and then everyone gets to watch you squirm and struggle and they all learn not to mess with the mob. Well, let's suppose they do that. You know, you've just said yourself what they do, so you'll see it coming and it'll be up to everyone else whether they act upon it, won't it? Well, if they see it coming as clear as day like that and it's that fucking simple, why don't no one fucking back me up then? Yeah, and then it won't fucking go like that, will it? I've never known anyone with so much fucking evidence. So if they think killing me or whatever is going to change anything, it ain't going to change nothing. I can imagine it afterwards and that. I'm dead and gone. All these videos that are around, so many people have ripped them. You think it won't become a trend later on, around next Christmas or the Christmas after that? Or when someone decides, oh, look all this stuff Brian Harvey said. I'm telling you, you ain't never getting away with it. It's out there forever. It's been ripped multiple times, everything that I've been said. So if you kill me, you'll only make me more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Yeah? Bollocks. What's said is said. It's out there now. Never to go away. Whether it becomes trendy in 10 years, 20 years, fucking whatever. It's out there. And I told you so. Told you so. That's all right, Kevin. But thanks for the offer. I'll be all right though. I've got the sprayer in it, so it's going to be enjoyable. You know, it'll be enjoyable to do the painting at the end. What's happening there, Sam? Of course I pray. Of course. I'm a believer in Christ, mate. You know, I don't claim to know everything about it, but I'm a believer, end of, innit? Because that's what it's coming down to. Do you believe or not? And I do, I believe it. I believe it. I'm sitting back watching the world put the boot into Christianity, sitting here asking myself, why only this religion? Why? Why does everyone think they can get mouthy over Christianity and turn crosses upside down and all that? You know what I mean? I'll tell you why. Because it is the way, and it is the only way. And they are influencing the public into just becoming cunts. Like you're all gods and that. It's fucked up, mate. I'm telling ya. Blasphemous. Terrible. They're wrong uns. I'm just gonna chill, Jamie, mate. Just chilling. That's all. Just chilling. I ain't got any plans. That's right, Caroline. It is the only way. I mean, what else have you got? Where else are we getting our morals from in life now? That nothing. Morals are gone, mate, in every direction. And the only thing left to hold on to that is good in life is Jesus. There is nothing else. And I know how it sounds. People sound like, no, you know, Jesus, oh, believe in Jesus. I know. I sit there and watch videos from Christians myself and think, oh, you know, like certain Christians just, I don't know, they come across a bit floppy. Yeah, and I don't, you know, I know that they're just trying to be good throughout, but there's something missing in some of these floppy Christians. And plus, you don't know who's telling the truth nowadays from who ain't, who's trying to say things just to fucking look good from who ain't. You know, everyone's got a fucking opinion nowadays, haven't they? But I truly do believe that I've seen enough in this world. Look, man, these people kill babies. They drink their blood. They cut them up. They smash them against walls. Yeah? I was talking to Nicky Cooper last night. That April Jones case. Now, that guy, right, they found April Jones's blood splatter up the wall in his bathroom. Yeah? Bridger, or whatever his name, Mark Bridger, or whatever the geezer's name was. Now, what have you got to do to a child to create a blood splatter up a fucking bathroom wall? I ask you, what do you have to do to a child to create a splatter up the wall over there? There you go, the lost prophet cunt, there you go, people like him. But even past that, these people are like a newborn baby. These people are so off they're be smashing it against the wall, cutting all of its skin off and leaving it over there to dry. Yeah. So, where are we getting our morals from? If it ain't Christ. Because everyone else has lost it, mate. Fucking lost the plot. Lost the fucking plot. The 10 Commandments should be that you're right. That's it. If we all upheld the 10 Commandments, things would be different already. It's the only way. It's the only thing that ain't fucking corrupt. They're trying to corrupt it, turn it on his head. You got Murdoch and his publishing companies owning the people that are reprinting all the Bibles, all your newer versions, NIV version, New International Version. You know, there's so many versions. Yeah, try to love your neighbours as yourself. You know, I've got a couple of really nice neighbours here. I've got a couple I don't get on with so much, but, you know, things could change, I suppose. It just doesn't, you know, being a Christian doesn't mean that you've just got to fucking go, I'm supposed to be right with him. You know, you're still allowed fucking feelings, you know. If someone's not right with you, you can still give it back to them, you know what I mean? Honestly. But it's fucked up out there, and my decision is the only way is through Christ. And if I'm wrong, then so be it, innit? But at least I tried to believe in the only thing that I felt was right. And yeah, don't be a doormat just because, you know, you're supposed to be peaceful and loving. You still don't take fucking shit, you know what I mean? You know, even Jesus went off a couple of times, didn't he? He went round there and turned the place over and that, where the people were selling the stuff and that, and fucking letting all the cattle go and all that shit. You know what I mean? Even he freaked out a couple of times. You know what I mean? So, listen, God is the only way, because I'll just be straight with you. Have a look at the fucking world. Blood in trainers, you know, songs from America where the fucking geezers riding the devil. Yeah? We've had a bad satanic problem. For a long time. I watched a documentary a couple of nights ago. There's an American geezer, Geraldo or something, Rivera or something like that. I know some of you would know who I'm talking about. And there was a talk show that he was doing, and he had Ozzy Osbourne on now, via Live Link, and Ozzy looking very young because he makes Satanic records, and the influence that was having on the kids, yeah, no, I know that, Tony. Fuck, man, that's gone out. What was I saying? Fuck, what was I saying? So you look at a couple of comments and that, and then boom, gone, fucking gone. Yeah, God. Anyway, it's the only way forward. The world's fucked, and well, you know, if you can't see it, then. You know, I don't know what is going to prove it to you. The world's fucked. Look, King Charles, Jimmy Savile. Anyone going to ever get to ask Charles about it? I bet not. The whole reason Charles is going to fucking abdicate is because he doesn't want to be asked about that. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne looking young, that's right. Yeah, he was on the talk show. Geraldo, that's right, thank you. They had him on there explaining himself. He was saying, you know, I feel like everyone having a go at me and that. He said, I just wanted to make music. But it's not as simple as that, man. It's not as simple as that. There is a satanic underbelly to all of this. And it's like, if you're willing to go along with it and be in it and push that agenda, you know, ever so slightly, here and there. Could be a T-shirt with fucking horns on it one time. You know, could be something, but they'll just use you in ways, and it's like, I don't want no part of this fucking shit, man. No part of it. That's why I'm not out there trying to make music. Yeah, look at me. I don't give a fuck, mate, because I know the second I do that, that's it. You're fucked. You're back in and that. You want to be back. No, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it. Music has been created to influence you. And it does very much so. It creates whole movements, whole fucking little gangs and gangster movements, and it affects people's lives and makes them believe in but you know, look, I mean, the way it's all gone, fucking big fat asses in the air, slapping asses, throwing money in the air. I mean, it's pathetic, isn't it? I mean, I could have told you a long time ago, like, what is this pushing? What is this? It's bullshit. Look at me, I've got money, I wear the best, I treat birds like cunts, yeah, look, have some money, bitch, and that, and just throwing money in the air like the world's your oyster, like you're some sort of god. You know what I mean? It is how they influence you. You know, Tom Cruise and all these different people that they put in films, they're all given a pass because they're allowed the freedoms that the rest of you ain't, because they're pushing the agenda and influencing you. And I tell you, you're all so easy to influence. You are. You're not looking for it. You know what I mean? Things are just coming in. Oh, that's a catchy song and all that. Don't matter if the geezer's like a bloke and he's riding the devil and he's got blood in his trainer. This is where it's gone. And we've all fallen for it at some point. Even I have. Even I've fallen for it. You know what I mean? Wanting to make music and wanting to, you know, fucking make hard songs and shit. And, you know, I like making music, but I've got to say, man, it feels like it's coming to a point. Who are you? Do you want to be some idol, or do you want to live your life right? And I want to live my life right. I want to try and find a balance, but I'm not sure. What the fuck? Season's greetings, Rachel. What the fuck? I can imagine if I was in bed now. It is, music's responsible for a lot of it. It's influencing everyone. Everyone wants to look like a G, everyone wants to, you know what I mean? It's bullshit. That is fucking annoying. You alright, mate? Hey, mate, do you reckon you can do anything about this bush?
It'll cost you.
It'll cost me?
Yeah. To be fair, we ain't even got hedge trimmers, so you need a hedge trimmer, really. Yeah,
I've got an edge trimmer, man, but it needs a fucking chainsaw going through it, man, so in order to cut it straight. You ain't got nothing like that, no?
I've only got trying to get that straight, it'll be a fucking nightmare with that.
Oh, no, I know, so I'm saying it needs like a metre and a half long,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Just to go along the top and that. Because it's nearly as tall as my fucking house. Yeah, alright, no worries, mate. You know what, man? I thought I'd ask, innit? Because fucking bush outside the front, it'll cost me. Bit early for that much noise, I know, that's what I'm saying. Roadworks. It's not roadworks, they're cutting a tree outside. And I said, do you know what? Do you reckon you might be able to fucking cut the thing on top of there? And he said, yeah, it'll cost you. And then he ain't got the thing to do it with anyway. So, love thy neighbour. There was a perfect example of how our world works. Wait, mate, like you're up a tree, you're right opposite the bush and that anyway. And you're up there anyway, making noise. Don't matter if I'll be in bed right now, I'll still be getting that. Yeah. Fucking hell. But that is a perfect example of our world. There's no help, it's going to cost you. Cheers, mate. It'll cost you. They just love life. There's no goodwill. Yes, Reverend Simon Sideways, big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself. I like this geezer. Nice geezer. Bigged me up when I was fucking going through it. Respect to you, Reverend Simon Sideways. He could have helped, couldn't he? But he won't. So he don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck about no one. Bunging what? Fucking, I've got a couple of pancakes left. If you want them. Nice one, Tony. only thing is, I'm just not interested in the music industry anymore. You know, talk about fucking 30 years too late. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I don't want to. That they could come with all the money in the world. I'd have to say no. I just have to by default. The end. You know. Can't be involved in that no more. Ain't been involved in it for a long time, and I'm glad. Good morning to you. Yeah, I mean, if I ended up sitting down making something, I'd only upload it and just put it up there. I wouldn't be going out there selling it or anything like that. Although we are in the background working on that nonce song, but even then that's for a, it's for a cause, isn't it? Who's this here? Street. I don't know what that is. Found out Bill Maloney was my scummy dad with proof he's a cunt and needs to be exposed. If you want to talk, Brian, hit me up. I'm not a troll. The thing is it still doesn't change anything, does it? Even if he is your dad. I mean, my fucking condolences for a start, but it still doesn't change anything for me. The geezer set me up, whether he's a shit dad or not, it doesn't really change anything. They set me up, and I want justice through the system. I want the system to recognise what was done to me there, and I just want what they show us happens to us to happen to them with proof. That's all I'm looking for. Yeah, so I'm not bothered about respect, Joker, but I'm just I'm not trying to go and be a Christian rapper now either, you know what I mean? It's just a case of I'm getting further and further away from music. Yeah, no, even with that though, it's just a bit hypocritical. I feel, that's all. Can you not turn up? Can you not turn up the volume? What, you can't hear? Are you serious right now? Right, I'll pull the music back. Are you telling me you can't hear that mic? I'll turn it up a bit more. How's that? Is that any good? Is that better for you? Is that okay? Very low. 1 2 1 2 1 2. How's that now? Is that better? Okay. I love mornings. Hang on. This found out Bill Maloney was my scummy dad with proof he's a cunt and needs to be exposed. He's already, you've copied and pasted that. Why have you copied and pasted that twice? Fucking hell. Volume is good, yeah? Right, well, I've turned it up a little bit anyway, so hopefully that'll be a bit better for you, in case you couldn't hear. Yeah, I see it. Street. Please, I don't know what that says. I can't read that writing. I'd change that writing though, because it's very hard to And he has or does work for police with audio. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not saying I don't believe you. But tell me something, innit? Tell me something then. No one can see your face or anything. I wish this cough would fuck off. Sorry, people. What do I do Christmas Day? Same as you. I'll give you my number. Hello, Hayley. Good morning to you. Thanks for tuning in. We can chat on the blower. Can't you just tell me on air? Because then, you know what I mean, we've got to start getting into... because if there's nothing that's going to bring any relevance to what I'm doing or what I've already said, it's just hearsay, innit, really? Like, I appreciate it, but it doesn't change anything in the sort of world of the police and what should be happening. It'd just be me getting more background info on Bill, which, I've already made up my mind about him. I've an audio of him stating he worked for the police. Yeah, no doubt, he did. I've got audio of him. I've got loads of audio of him. Telling us that we're all on a hit list. You know what I mean? But no one cared. Yeah, garden's not too bad, Adam. We got all the rubbish out of there. Lee's brother Chris come round and sorted the top of the dog kennel, finished the roof off for me. So thanks for that, Chris. Yeah, and we got all the rubbish out, so it's all good. I was old. I was on a hit list too. I was told, you mean, yeah? I was told I was on a hit list too. Yeah, it's just all fucking bollocks, isn't it? I've got them by the fucking bollocks, though. I've got them by the bollocks with the recordings and what they've done. So much so that no one wants to move on it. Local MP, Stella Creasy, trying to call a meeting with her, not getting anywhere, getting fobbed off, telling me about ringing 101 so they can divert me again and I can get through to people that are not the police. It's just ridiculous. They just want me to go round and round in a circle and not get anywhere. Your dogs have a better TV than me. Thank you, mate. Thank you, ex-Top Maverick. Jasper's with Nikki. Nikki's at hers at the minute. She went back yesterday and she took Jasper with her in the morning. He's got that little carry case, isn't he, now that he gets into. And that's how he can come backwards and forwards. Falling on deaf ears. Yeah. Thing is, things have got a way of coming out later on. You know what I mean? You can leave your number if you want, but I can't promise I'm gonna call, if I'm being honest. So, I don't even know that you are who you say you are, really. I know you're willing to give me your number and all that, but I'm just not willing to go chasing it. I'm bored of it. I want to see some justice. That's what I want to see. And for that, I need the authorities to act. Fucking hell. No, it's not a bike out there. It's a chainsaw, and they're up the tree cutting all the branches off. It's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre out there, isn't it? That's what you want to wake up to at 9 o'clock in the morning. Fucking bollocks, isn't it? They cut the tree, but they won't cut me bush while he's up there. It's gonna cost you. Good morning, Titch. No, thank you. What? Big up yourself, Andy Huff from Epping. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks for tuning in to hear my tree getting cut. I'm just cutting down my weed grow in the background. It's massive. I've had to get chainsaws out. It's so fucking big. They're just cutting it down now. Good morning, Paris. Streetwise Spirituality UK. Wicked, lovely. I honestly just cannot read that writing, Streetwise. But thank you, and who knows in the future? But, you know, who knows? Just at the minute, I just can't be bothered to chase it and hear stories about people, and you understand. Bored of it, but respect and thank you for making yourself known there. I love mornings. Hello, amen, amen, amen. Good morning, Gavin Fly. Are we getting a McDonald's? I've had one. This is fucking cold now, this coffee. Did I just read right? Alan Tate from a Manford case has joined with John Wedger. The whole is dodgy if you ask me. Well, I didn't know that. Well, if that doesn't confirm for you why the guy from a Manford never emailed me back, because I can't see no email. There's no email. I've not missed an email from him. No wonder. I told you it was dodgy, didn't I? Just like what they done there with the Hampstead case, yeah? You had the problem with me, Bill Maloney, Andrew Ash, and that thing was going to become a massive problem. So they dropped, in 2015, the Hampstead case, which was all fake. And now we're getting another one here with the Manford mystery. Yeah? Voices coming from tunnels so clearly underneath the gate. Fuck off. Yeah? Bullshit. Bullshit. Same people behind that as well. And if you're telling me that John Wedge is teaming up with that geezer, then there you fucking go. There you go. A Manford. I've already called it. I've already called it. I've already called it, mate. And you're back in the room. Thank you. Thank you. Morning, 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 morning. Good morning, morning. Thank you. I better put these other batteries on charge, man, because they're not lasting too well today, are they? In my books, it's my books. It's going to be lies, Manford. Lies, 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 lies. Untold shit to pick up. Yeah, don't forget his 2 dogs too. Daniela was on the papers, moving abroad. No, I never saw that. Yeah, no, I've got backup batteries. Well, I'm just charging them now. So I ain't been on there, have I? So I don't. And then most of the time I'd use the Neumann mics, but I'm over here and it was just easier to put the radio mic on. But no, the batteries last all right if you fully charge them. Should be all right now for a bit. That's fully charged on that one. I don't know about this one. The receiver might be like 50% or something. Yeah, about 50% on that. Fucking noise, man. Yeah, they've got a wood chip right there. Thing in the back of the van and that. I've still got pancakes in there. Ah, you cunt. I still have some pancakes left. So, are you all looking forward to Christmas? Funny bone, yeah, it was. Nothing funny about it, though, is there? You know, you're very blurry, brain. Blurry? Am I blurry? Doesn't look blurry to me. Oh, fucking love the noise. Not really, mate. Not festive at all this year. Do you know what? This is what everyone's saying. I think I even watched a video a little, I don't know, 2 hours ago. I don't know what I'm fucking looking on there. Timberland making a beat online. Even he said, yeah, it don't even feel like Christmas. I mean, we say it every year, but this year particularly, it doesn't feel like Christmas. It might have done a bit more if it was still snowing out. I think Scotland are going to get the snow for Christmas. Looks like you might have a white one this year. Are you waiting for me? Yeah, Mike? All right, nice one, mate. Nice one, nice one. Yes, we'll do it together. Called the humorous, hence the funny bone. Okay, this doesn't feel funny at all, does it? Very much unfunny, actually. Sean. Good morning. Good morning, sweets. Went to be at Mum's for Christmas. But we all ill. Oh, was that right? But we all ill. Yeah. Even I got the cough. I'm just glad there's been, literally, it's been a runny nose and a cough, constantly clearing your throat type thing. But that's it. Back to Bunzel. I'll be right with you. Be right with you, mate. Fucking times are hard, aren't they, mate? You know what though? It doesn't have to be. This is all by design on us. You know what I mean? Us fucking poor people. Because we are poor people. We can't just do what we want when we want, like these lot. Times are hard. I ain't getting jabbed, mate. Fuck that. Do you know what I mean? It's already come out and that. Loads have come out about it. I don't want to go into it because the algorithms and that, and it just ain't fucking worth it because it's over now. It'll be on to the next one, won't it? They've already started implanting the old name for that one out there. Everything's expensive, everything's fucking hard. Now, you know what I mean? You can't even fucking keep warm properly. It's just... fucking leave people alone, man. Leave people alone. Keep making it hard for us while you lot can just swan about, killing kids, fucking drinking blood, fucking about with the economy, fucking prices up, fucking prices down, inflation, fucking fractional reserve, fucking banking systems. Ain't even, I think now it's even become that they ain't even got a fucking, they ain't got to hold 0% of your money. It's all fucked. It's fucked, man. But they control it. They are making it like it's going to be like this for a year, then we're going to do this to them, then we're going to do that. It's all planned. All of it's planned. Well, they keep coming up with cover stories to cover up the fucking shit that they do. You know, Millie Dowler. You know, what happened now? Because no way did Levi Belfield kill her like that, like they're saying. It's so hot, that story. You know, even the bit where they said, oh, and when we got into Levi Belfield's flat, we found news cuttings of Sarah Payne. You know, fucking, what do you think, we're cunts or something? They've messed up so badly on that. And I've been there to pick up the pieces and that. And one day, it's all going to go tits up for them. And when it does, I'm just going to come walking in and go, I fucking told you, didn't I? And then walk off. This is fucking annoying, man. Why don't you just cut the tree down and be done with it? Take the thing away, man. Fucking cutting bits off. People on Daniela Westbrook's tattle thread are mostly on your side, Brian, not that it should matter. Well, yeah, you know, respect to them people for looking into it and seeing that she has admitted the Red Rooms incident. The only thing that's happened is she hasn't named who it was, but it has been admitted. So therefore it's the truth. So why ain't it being investigated? Isn't it? Why ain't it being investigated? Fucking lighter, man. You reckon they're doing the bush? He ain't doing the bush. Well, he's going to surprise me. I've got it all wrong about humanity. People are good. People are inherently good. Ah! I think most people are good. I said this yesterday. I think 2/3 of the country, you're all fucking good. Like, inherently good by nature. So, what are your thoughts on Andrew Bridgen talking about the you-know-what in Parliament, and then he got suspended suspended 5 days. I haven't seen this. And he gets investigated for fits their narrative. Yeah. And the thing is look at us. Look, we're all sitting here. We all know how it goes. So how much longer can this facade go on for when we're all sitting here and we all know what the real deal is? It's just it doesn't get printed in the mainstream that way, does it? They still carry it on with their facade and we're all sitting here talking the truth. How long do you think that's going to carry on for before it's like that facade goes? Because everyone's seeing through it all now. The royals are nonsense, things are pure wrong over there. We all know it. And that's never going to change now. No amount of damage control limitation is going to change how people feel now about the rules and the lies. And I mean, the thing is, though, they can make you feel like that about anyone in one morning. That's the power of the media. And they put things across in a way where they'll tell you what your own narrative's going to be, what your feelings are supposed to be on this person. That's how much control they've got. They'll tell you how to think what you should be thinking. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all this. They're going to tell you what you should be thinking about it, how you should feel about it, not even how you really feel about it. Go with it, I say. Go with the cough. Go with it. Don't try and hide it. Go with it. Yeah, these elites have got to go. They think they're better than us. They're nicking all the money. They think they're so fucking powerful they can fucking rape and kill your children and eat them and do all this fucking shit and keep bringing people into their little web who are going to influence the masses, either through music or film or fashion or art or something. Yeah. Better out than in. I'm right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. Hey, you know what? If you'd have had just a cold, that's all you had, it was a bloody cold. Change of weather, I'm out there doing a kennel in the cold. Well, of course you're going to get a fucking cold, ain't you? But if this would have happened a couple of years ago, oh, you've got COVID. And if I'd have done a test, I bet, oh, you fucking got COVID. You know what I mean? That's what bollocks it is. I've had a cold. And this cough is what comes along with that. Trying to clear a fucking airway or just getting pure tickles where you keep swallowing and it's phlegm down your throat and you're trying to cough an air route through it. Right, that's what's happening. I'm telling. I tell the government he's not well. Well, I'm fucking self-fucking isolated for 10 years anyway, so fuck off. I don't think Watkins is dead, no. People like him don't fucking die at 70. The end. Not with all that help and all that money, mate. And his company was still running with it. So, fucking there you go. Big up structured DLB. Can you do your Yorkshire accent? I can't really. No. It's Andrew, innit? Sometimes I can hear Andrew so clearly in my head. And just sometimes you can really repeat what you hear in your head. It's funny, innit? It's funny. You hear something enough, you'll repeat it. I don't know, it was about a year ago. Was this guy? Then this guy making videos about you. He's a strange one, isn't he, the boy? Oh, I love this one. I love this one. We need a love injection, says love injection. I have a message for you. Hey, Roddy God. David Roddy God. Hey. Black pepper and honey, great for colds. Sniff up salt water. Atwood, stranger danger. Once a crook, always a crook. Farou's another wonky. Yeah. He don't like us, does he? He said, you know, I was watching One Christmas and East 17, and I thought, what a satanic band. You fucking what, you cunt? You mates with Savile. Called him your friend. Oh, I love this friend. Oh. Farouk gets money off the back of people's misery. Oh, fuck off. Fucking hell, we've had 1,000 messages today already. Pure noise, man, coming from outside. No worries, Don Wiggly. Big up yourself, mate. You've been about for a while now. How many people we got in the chat? We got in. Just alive. All right, 151. That's all right, isn't it? Start a Q&A or poll. Ah, really? Let's have a look. Start a poll. Start a Q&A. Start a poll. Yeah. Should I do an online tour? Online tour concert. Online concert. Should I do an online concert? Yeah. Yes or no? Ask your community. I just made a poll. How about that? You guys made a poll. Yes, 100%. That's fucking quick. Oh fuck. Yeah, but then how many that's 32 votes? 35 votes. Come on, puddick, put your 2 pence worth in. 1%, nil. That's good, you can do that then, isn't it? Jordan Maxwell's research, Brian. Yeah, it's good. Truth mixed with lies. A lot of truth. Fractional reserve banking system. Words synonymous with water. River banks. Flow of the currency. All that type of stuff. All good. Only problem is he's in with the sort of the online influencers, the original ones, you know, like Ike, and he's out of that same little band. And if they're sort of hands across the ocean, Ike, Jordan Maxwell, David Wilcock, or whatever his name was, all that lot, I believe that'll be no different to the outfit we've got over here with UK Column and Bill Maloney and Wedger and your Ben Fellows and all the people that they've been putting out over here. Obviously, they've got a version of that over there. 3% say no, don't do an online concert. You'd be a cunt to do that, Brian. You'd be an absolute cunt to do that. Say 3%. And do you get anything from A17 royalties? Probably about 150 to 200 pounds a year. Shall I do another poll? Is that right? I think there's going to be a lot of polls coming up in the future. What do I feel? What about a concert? I think I should one day, yeah. I think I should one day. I mean, I did sing the songs. I think I've earned that right, don't you? Fucking chainsaws doing my nut in there. Another poll. It looks like you can only do one poll. Can you do one poll at a time? You have to end the poll. Darius. I'm starting to build a theory on that. And Simon Cowell, obviously this geezer ain't no saint. They tried to create some disinfo so that I blame him for stuff that he had nothing to do with for a reason. Simon Cowell is also someone that knows Tom Watkins well. And we're looking to people like Tom Watkins to find out the way to go to become a success themselves. But yeah, I mean, I think we're going to start seeing the decline of Simon Cowell quite soon. And my view, and I don't wish it on the geezer, but he does look unwell to me. He does look unwell. Something doesn't look right there, does it? And then, you know, I think, and especially if you've had all that stuff done to your face, and then you become unwell, it's a completely different ball game even then, isn't it? You know, you start getting the Burt Reynolds kind of, you know the look. yeah, it's not looking good. That's what I'm saying. It's all this, but then this is what I'm saying about the satanic influence on the public. You know, this is someone who a lot of people looked up to and admired. And really, in life, they're no good. They're no good. They're propped up for a while. You fell for the whole X Factor, Simon Cowell, you know, he knows what he's doing, of type fucking multi-millionaire, and but it's all going wrong now on the back end. It never lasts. That's what I'm saying. Satan will give you everything you want, and then there's going to be a price to pay, and I think he's stepping into paying the price now, the decline in front of you all. You've had the rise, and now we're going to see the decline in all of these people, because their souls are gone. They took the money. It's like what I said about Kanye West the other day. You took the money, mate. You know, you said it with your own mouth. They sacrificed your mum. And then you go on and become this big designer. You know, Balenciaga, Adidas. But you took the money. There's no coming back talking about God is king, Jesus is king, and that. You're right, but you don't get to say that now, mate. And that's what's real. If you sacrifice someone for that fame, and that does go on out there in America, which does bring you back round to, you know, what you were saying a minute ago. Darius, what's my thoughts on that? I think he knows something about Cal, and they've got him far away from home out in America, and shit can happen to you out there, and it does. And it's partly the reason I didn't want to fucking go out there, because that would have some shit would have definitely happened to me out there. Definitely. That's why I didn't bother. I ain't going there, mate. It used to be a place I look up to. There's still some people there that I think are, you know, very talented and interesting people. I watch some podcasts from all sorts of different people. There's some good people out there. But it doesn't hold the influence on me now that it used to. You know, I mean, come on, I'm fucking 48, you know what I mean? You start, as you get older, you start forming your own opinions, you know, seriously forming your own opinions. Whether you know loads about a subject or not, you just end up forming your own opinions. And my opinion now of America is it's in such a fucking state. You got Joe Biden, the hair-sniffing president. I can't even believe that he ended up getting it. I mean, how did that happen? We all watched the videos and we're all going, well, he's running for president. Fucking hell, no, that ain't going to happen. Look at him, he's a nonce. No, he's fucking president. The world's on its arse, man. It needs Christ. Put some values back into society. But these people don't even want you mentioning God or Christ. They're doing contracts now where they give you millions and millions and millions, but you're not allowed to talk about Christ. And that right there is the that's where you sell out at that point. If someone said to me, we're gonna give you the compensation for phone tapping you and setting you up and unlawfully imprisoning you and doing all this stuff, we're going to settle for 30 million. But you cannot mention Christ or thank Christ or do anything. I'll tell you, shove it up your cunt. And Christ probably wouldn't want me to use them words, but it's me, innit? Yeah, put that in spin on it, but I did the right thing. You shove your money up your cunt. 5% say, don't do it, Brian. Don't do it. Don't do an online gig. Music's a bit loud, really. Alright, there you go. How's that? now you can really hear the I don't see how the mic is so low. I mean, it's peaking on my fucking headphone. You see it in the red. I don't know. You can hear me anyway. You can hear me. So much better, thank you. All right, no problem. No problem. That's better. All right. All right. That's better, yeah. Not the mic, background music, yeah. It's hard to know on here because it's not accurate through OBS. Because I'm not actually hearing my mic back through OBS. When you do, you get a delay. So I'm hearing it directly out of the sound module thing here, right? But I'm hearing the music back through OBS. So when I go to sing along with something, there's a delay, as you may have noticed in the past. And also the levels are clearly not accurate because I'm not monitoring my voice through here. That's independent of OBS, so that's why I'm getting the levels a bit wrong. So I apologise. And now you can hear the chainsaw loud and clear. All right, I'll leave it there. Good morning, Ranger Danger. Perfect levels now. All right, brilliant. Actually then, if they are perfect levels, let me save that in the console. And then that'll come back the same every time, so at least it'll be like this. But I do keep doing different setups, so I will eventually, in the end, have one sound. But I'm still messing about with things. Even years later, still messing about with things. I've never set everything up to its full potential properly, and I will do when it's worth it. It ain't worth it at the minute. It's just not worth it. As long as I can see you, you can see me, you can hear me, and we can do this. For now, this is all that matters at the minute. Looks like you're doing an online concert. Yeah. Consent to get me a new lighter. I have got some gas somewhere. I should just fucking fill them up. Really? Should just fill them up. How'd you injure the hip, mate? The hip injury is still from the car accident. I've got one of the pins that goes in the back of my hip and obviously goes right through and joins to the front. I think it inside it's come loose and something aggravating, so I've got a little hole there where the bolt where the screw's gone in. That's where I always get like the bit, and then it used to bubble up like that and then burst and the stuff come out, but I've kept it clean and keep putting them plaster things over it, and I've managed to, even from then, it's still the same. Still the same. I ain't seen Lee for a couple of days. I'm going to ring him later, see if he's all right. I wonder if he's had this cold, like this cough and that. He may have done. So I ain't heard from him for a couple of days. And you know what it's like, the coughing, because you got the tickly cough, you keep coughing, then your fucking head's banging, innit? You know, like you'll cough so deeply that you'll pull a fucking muscle in your arse. You know them ones? I've done that one as well, coughing so deep to clear, you get like on your fucking arse going into the top of your back, you know, like there, you pull a muscle or a nerve there where you're coughing so deep. Get Manuka on it. Yeah, no, I've got to keep the Manuka honey that I've got there for Isla's ear. So, yeah, no, I need an operation there, but obviously the problem is I ain't being put under by these people. I don't trust them. So round and round and round in a circle we go with another fucking problem that I can't just get sorted like everyone else. You know, and they're not going to come here and do it, are they? You know what I mean? So I've just had to keep it clean for years, and that's what I've done. It's fine. It's no different to what it was. I'll keep it clean, put a patch over it. If it does ever get infected or whatever, it's inside, it's in the bone, so it'll leak onto the plaster. I'll wipe it with a wet wipe, and it's clean as fuck, you know? So, if anything, it's a good job there's been a hole there, because if it does get infected, the shit just comes out. Yeah. And they're aware of it, the doctors and that, like, they just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. They don't want to help with nothing, because there's too many dead ends in it for them. If we help him here, he's going to talk about that, and then that's we can't do, so they leave it. They just leave it. Cunt. Oh, fuck off, man. Fucking, that is annoying, that is. I've got another lighter here somewhere. Where is it? I had a black clipper. Fucking hell. Yeah. Nah, I don't need stitches. It's fine how it is, because listen, it ain't been infected this long. How long's it been? 3 years, 4 years? I don't know. I don't know how long it's been. I can't go private. I ain't got fucking money for that. You know what I mean? I'm just about live. No, I'm trapped, mate. I'm trapped. I just got to keep it clean. I need to go dentist. I want to go and get a clean up, and you know, everything's a fucking problem. You know what I mean? Everything's a fucking problem. Can't get any help in any fucking direction. They just want you to fucking sit there, deteriorate, and fucking and be done with it. You know what I mean? That's what they're hoping for. Surgery is paradise. Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Fuck it. Any interesting stories about recording what? Have you any interesting stories about being in the studio recording solo? Love to hear them, Brian. Solo, fucking hell. What that album? Yeah, that's when I was being managed by 3 people, which was Joey Pyle Senior, Joey Pyle Junior, and a guy called Danny Sims. And as I remember rightly, we was out as a 3-piece, E17, the Resurrection album, and we'd had the number 2 record with each time. And then we done the follow-up record, which was Bet You Can't Wait, and the video was going to follow on for about 2 or 3 videos, just try and make a thing out of it. And we was in Germany, I believe, promoting Bet You Can't Wait, when we got the call from Telstar saying that we'd been dropped. And when we travelled home, we had to do a seminar in Camden, I think it was, on the way back home, coming home from now. And there was loads of UK acts sitting on the stage round the table. And you had Richard Blackwood, 9 Yards, Beverly Knight, Ourselves were there. There was a few people there. I think Shola Hammer might have been there. There was a few people, and they were basically, we was all sat around the table and giving advice to the audience. It was like an audience in front of an audience, and in that audience was Danny Sims, who was the guy, 1/3 of the management company that picked me up shortly after. And that is where the guy first sees me. And we was talking to the audience, and I remember saying something about, look, you know, how you end up getting knocked, basically, unless you're writing music. Or you're just a puppet, and here's how you end up in debt and all the rest of it. And got a bit of a standing ovation from it. And then afterwards, this guy wanted to talk to us, and his name was Danny Sims. And it started off that E17, the three of us were going to go there. I can't remember what happened, but I ended up going on my own. And that's how the solo deal came about. But as I remember it, it was supposed to be all three of us. I can't fucking remember exactly what happened there, you know, it's so fucking long ago. I remember it was supposed to be E17 doing it. And it was after the Resurrection album, and they'd heard the Resurrection album and liked the quality of the vocals and just the whole thing. And then for some reason I ended up on my own now. And I was signed to Idel Records, which was in Camden. There was a guy called Clive Black, who was the head of A&R there, who personally I got on really well with. I liked Clive. His dad was a famous composer, a guy called Don Black. You would know the famous song. I can't remember it now off the top of my head, but that was his dad anyway, apparently. And Clive was my head of A&R, and as head of A&Rs go, I liked him. He was very fair, and he was funny as well. He was a funny bloke, and he also puffed. He liked smoking weed, so when I go down in the office to go and see him and talk about mixes or whatever, or you know, finishing the album, can you record this song or whatever? It was, because I remember he said, look, will you do this one? And it was straight up, no bends. I said, fucking hell, mate, it sounds like a fucking NSYNC record. And he goes, I know. And he said, and I said, all right, I'll do it. You've been fair with me, letting me have the whole thing my way. So obviously you got to play the game a bit, you know what I mean? And yeah, they asked me to do that one, and I think that was the first single, if I remember rightly. Straight up, no bends. It weren't bad. It wasn't a bad song. It was a pop song at the end of the day. It sounded very NSYNC, but yeah, it was all right. It was all right. So I played the game and I'd done that. I can't remember what the chart position was, but we didn't really get. I'd never really get the support, you know. Radio 1, but it makes sense to me now, years later. You know, BBC, Radio 1, Alan Yentob, and his connections back through to not only Prince Charles and the royal family, but to Tom Watkins and to Terence Conran. And so you can see now the little network that stopped you getting anywhere. So I never got the support. And then we done the Wyclef record. And, you know, it was weird for me, man. You know, finally, here you are in America with Wyclef. And it's intimidating, man. I've got to say, it's intimidating. It's very intimidating. You're on your own. Well, I did have a producer there, Mark Reed, who was one of the producers that done the Resurrection album with us from Prima. Two brothers, Mark and Ivor Reed, and Jonathan Beckford. Fucking brilliant geezers, man. Brilliant. Never had such a funny time recording an album than when it was with them. That was fucking... I think that was one of the best times I'd had in the studio. because you know, I've jumped a bit here now. I've gone back a bit when we was doing the Resurrection album and not the solo album. It was the making of the Resurrection album that was really the good part, I think. We had our own studio in King's Cross. We had all the fucking equipment. You know, we had a fucking C12 VR, £5,000 microphone, all the equipment. We was in a new record deal with Telstar. Telstar came down and heard the demos of the album and was just like, you know, so happy that it was like, we get so many songs here, we just don't know what to go with first. And that, you know, when you're doing an album, there is nothing better that you can hear from your record label than like, woo, there's so many, we don't know what to go with first. You know, because we was like, we want to make an album full of fucking singles. Like, you could have gone with anything on that album. And I think we pretty much achieved that with that, you know, for 1998. And yeah, that was the best time recording ever when we did that album. And it had nothing to do with, you know, Tony not being there, because really, you know, if he'd have been a little bit more, you know, fucking a little bit more flexible, we could have had a much better time. You know, instead of trying to control it all and be the top guy, if he'd have just been a little bit more flexible about things, things could have been very different, man. And we could have really, you know, we could have really gone now and really been in control of what we were doing and all been a part of it. Because it was never my intention to go solo to begin with. It wasn't. It wasn't my intention to go solo. I didn't want to go solo. I knew I could go solo. I got asked by our own management. You know, Tom Watkins, his sister, pulled me aside and said, look, Brian, if you're going to go solo, you need to tell us now, because it takes a year to set up. And I'm like, we're at the If You Ever video shoot in Toledo in Spain, and I'm getting pulled aside. And that's when you knew, fuck, man, this is fucking, what's going on? I can't believe what she's just said to me. I went and told the others. I said, listen, man, I've just been asked about fucking going solo and all that. I remember Terry and John being like, what? I said, yeah. I said, don't worry though. Like, obviously, I ain't gonna do that. But I thought, like, fucking, I can't believe what she's saying to me, man. What's she saying that for? Like, is this gonna be over then or something like? And yeah, that's how it went, man. That's how it went. It's very weird. And towards the end as well, we're getting asked about, you know, is this your last album? Are you guys going to split up after this? What do you think you're going to do? And this was what was in the questions. And you know that was from the management getting the people to keep slipping that in there, because they bring it about. And then it was like, you know, do you want to fucking re-sign again for another 5 years? And by then I thought, nah, mate. And I'd found out some shit. And there was no fucking way, mate, I was signing with that cunt again. Yeah, but it's wrong, innit? You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I thought, what the fuck? I can't believe, man, what this woman's fucking saying to me. What do you mean it takes a year to set up and that? And that's when I knew, like, fuck, man, this shit's over. This shit's over. 5% are saying, don't do a concert, Brian. And if you're really depressed, you'll only pay attention to that 5%. No. 5% said, no, I can't do it. Yeah. Half full, not empty. Don't like turkey, too dry. Nice leg of lamb. Nice leg if lamb. when you was asked to do the reunion thing, what really happened? Nothing happened. Went fucking got picked up one morning, got caught in traffic, and stopped at the fucking Greg's or whatever it was to get something to eat. All three of us got to the thing, turned up there, walked out on the rooftop and that, walked over to Tony, and fucking geezers turned around and punched me. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck are you doing? So I've been waiting here an hour, and it's like, hang on a minute. What about everyone else there? Yeah, but I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I'm always the problem. Always the problem. I couldn't believe it. I thought the geezer was laughing when I first turned around, and I thought, what the fuck? Where the fuck has this come from? Do you know what I mean? But it's like, why is it targeted at me? I think we all know why. And this is where the problems lie. Because there are problems. And these problems are not my fault. They're actually everyone else's fault. How is it my fault? How is it my fault? What the fuck have I done? For the cameras, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the background all the time. And I pick up on it and it's like, why are things so weird? Why can't people just be straight? You know what I mean what they say. You just never knew where you stood in that band. You just never knew where the fuck you stood. All I know, coming away from it now, years later, is if I hadn't have been there, it fucking wouldn't have worked. And I get no credit for that whatsoever. So, if I give a fuck, I used to give a fuck, man. It broke my heart, man. But now I'm just like, this has ended in the only way, really. It was always going to end like this, wasn't it? It was always going to end like this. But now, years later, I found out that there's so much more behind it, you know. And the people that were involved in putting us up there in the first place, now, you know, you're starting to see the picture of what they was all a part of, what the undercurrent of this industry is, and it's child trafficking. It's child trafficking. That's a McDonald's coffee, and it's fucking cold. No, I knew Terry growing up. I knew Terry. The other two I met, you know, even though we only lived a stone throw from each other. It was Terry that I knew. I didn't know the other two. But yeah, mad one. Mad way to grow up in this world. You know, have the full whack of the media go, bam, you're a cunt, forever. And you're over here like, why, man? What have I done? What have I done, man? I don't get this. I'm always the bad one. I always have been. And I'm not even a bad person. So I'm over here just baffled, like, it's confused the fuck out of me and just made me a bit volatile towards people. You know, as it would you. It's very confusing. Very confusing. Because you're normal in it, or at least you think you are. And just everyone is so weird. And everything's so restricted. Oh, you mustn't say that. Stop telling people you ain't got no money. It's like, oh, because you want people to believe I got money when I'm looking like I'm at the height of shit, and really I ain't. Oh, you want me to keep quiet because it makes you look bad. That's what you mean. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, man. Everything you bought from us back then fucking went into Watkins, mate. They're the ones that win at the end of the day. That's how the game's rigged, isn't it? And if you did have anything at the end of it and you said something about someone, they'll only sue you and take it off you. And the people in the courts would make it go their way because everyone's friends, aren't they, through Freemasonry and that. Hello, Germany. Hello. Yeah, it's a mad one, man. I don't regret it though. You know, I've had a very privileged but weird journey. Privileged in the respect of I've been able to have a couple of things that most people wouldn't have, you know, like a Ferrari and shit like that. It means nothing, but at least you got it. You got the experience and the chance to see what that was like and know that life. And to be honest with you, it was always weird, you know. I ain't supposed to be able to have a fucking Ferrari and, you know what I mean, driving about doing what you want. You know? It's you just, I don't know. I'm just not meant for that life, man. I'm just not meant for it. I'm not meant for it. It's meant to be like this. Privileged but turbulent. Yeah, I would agree with that. Daniela ended up in hospital. Yeah. Well, obviously, man, I don't wish that on her. I wish she would just find it in herself out and tell the truth. Just come out with it. You know what I mean? People will respect you in the long run. They would. Any mistakes you've ever made, that'll make everything you've ever done wrong at least back to a level playing field. You know what I mean? Like, you did the right thing. But then I suppose she's got people breathing down her neck. You know what I mean? No doubt. Just a fucking shit world, isn't it? No one can say what they mean, they're not allowed to, because you're going to lose out over it. I don't want to write a book, Lee. I can't be bothered to keep going back through it all, you know what I mean? I'd like, if I was going to do something, which I'm thinking of doing, I'll do it on video, you know what I mean? I'll document it on video. I've got cameras up, but, you know, I will get round to it. I just can't be bothered at the minute, you know? It's just repeating the same shit, and I'm just bored of it. There's got to be more to life than talking about fucking E17, surely. Can I say hello to you on Christmas Day? What? Yeah, probably, yeah. 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 It's, you know, it's not everything, you know, making music, you know, it's not everything. It's not everything. And then it is just going to come down to you performing, people looking at you, and it, you know, you are slowly stepping back into sort of like idol worship, aren't you? You know, and if that's wrong, I don't want to fucking be that, do I? You know what I mean? Crop me on Christmas Day, yeah. Yeah. I also don't want to waste my life, you know, chasing some fame when I know it's not really right. When you now know that it's not right, you know, before you was young, you don't really know, innit? You don't really know. And then you end up becoming famous and being everywhere, and then your life changes and it's weird. And then, yeah, it's fucking, then you get the flip side of it when it goes wrong. But has it gone wrong? I don't know. It ain't gone wrong. It ain't gone wrong in my head. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I know what you know what I mean? Like, what you should be using the fame for. I think I'm on the right path. Although it can be interpreted as, you fucking lost it, mate. But I haven't. I've just realised that there's more to life than trying to please people by being famous and making music and, you know, being idolised and all that. Some people live for it. I don't. I thought I wanted to when I was younger, but it just shows me what an immature mind I really had when I was younger. It's only in my later years that I've really got a better understanding of life, because I've got a bit of life experience behind me now, and I've felt some shit, you know what I mean? I had a lot of time alone to work things out, work through your thoughts and feelings, and what it all means. And the famous life, wanting to be some sort of idol and show off in front of everyone is... I don't know, man, I can't really see God approving of it unless it served a selfless purpose. And the only selflessness that I can find in this is, you mustn't earn money out of this. If you go live and you're going to be in front of people, then you need to be doing it in a way where you're telling the truth. You're not there trying to fucking sell something every 2 minutes. You know, tell people to go to a Patreon and fucking, you know, make your life easy. It ain't about that. If I'm going to go live, like I do now, then it's... You know, this morning I just thought I'd come on here, fucking have a coffee. I was having breakfast anyway, just come on and have a little chat in it, read some comments, and you know, it's no more than that, really. No more than that. And I think that's all right, because it's just... Well, it's just normal, isn't it? It's conversation, it's fucking interaction. I mean, what's wrong with that? If I was sitting here now, all fucking done up and that, trying to fucking sing R&B to you, talking about fucking, you know, support me on Patreon and fucking all that, I just think it'd be wrong. Thank you, Adam and Emma. Yeah, man, it's real talk. It's real talk. Listen, I'm gonna be 50 in fucking, what, year and a half? There's other things in the world, man. You know what I mean? There's other things in the world. Hi, Brian. Dare I ask about the... No, it's 113mm kitchen sink flange. Not 130, 113, with an 85mm hole. A bit like Tom Watkins. He's probably got an 85mm hole diameter. Turned 50 at the start of December. And what's it like? Yeah, no, 50's, it's mad really, isn't it? When you think about it. 50 years old. That used to seem so very old, didn't it? But it's not anymore. Not when you're there. And time is moving so quick as well. So quick. Always comes back down to the sink flange though, doesn't it? 56 last week, what a life. 40 in August. Yeah, just moved so quick. This last 10 years has gone so quick. It really has, man. 10 years. Like that. Yeah. Mad journey, innit? Life. Mad journey. Where are we all going, eh? Death. Forever. Forever. Now, I sit there and think about that sometimes. Probably in ways that I shouldn't. You know, really go deep on that. What does it all mean? And I think that's why I believe in God, because the alternative doesn't leave much, does it? It doesn't leave much. If they're, you know, you're here, you can't explain it. There may be a there that you can't explain once you're there also. I like to believe that there is. But there's a strong possibility that there ain't. And who knows what that is. You hear a lot of stories backwards and forwards, you know, of heaven and hell, and is it as clean cut as that? I don't know, we're just lied to about so much in our life that I don't think we can truly know what we're talking about when books have been changed and everything's a cover-up and a conspiracy. You know, you're sort of left confused, not knowing what to believe. And I can't help believing that someone somewhere has made it that way on purpose. The confusion on purpose, no firm answers. You know, why can't you just Google, is heaven real? And really find out. You can't. It's just, life's just not like that. It's very strange. And the older you get, the more you question it. Yeah, I listen, you're not the only one. Being buried alive, you know, drowning. There's so many ways, different ways to die. So many different ways. Falling off a cliff, off a fucking building, being shot, hanging. There's so many different ways to die. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But at the same time, you wouldn't want to live forever in the condition that we're all in anyway. You can imagine what that'd be like. So that also doesn't sound right, does it? No, I've got faith. But they're only normal questions that people should ask. It's not wrong to ask them, you know what I mean? And at some point in your life, you will have to ask yourself these questions. I know it's quite depressing, there's Christmas coming up and that, don't mean to depress you all. But they're real questions, man. You know, and I don't care what anyone says. They scare us all, because we're all human. And the unknown is scary. And that's just being real. And anyone that says they're not by that is a liar. You know, and when you start getting on that kind of level where you're thinking, it can really lead to a serious depression. It really can, if you're not careful. That's what I've noticed, because they are quite dark thoughts, you know what I mean? But they are they are there, and it is an elephant in the living room. And you know, you want to get some kind of understanding, don't you, of what your life means. And there ain't none. So we are left with faith. And then, in faith, we have to trust that the words that are left behind that now make up the Bible are not corrupted themselves. You know? These are the things I think about until I can flatten it out and go, no, but that's what's real. But I think you'll find that the more you go to look for confirmation, the more confusing it all becomes, and someone else comes into it. You've got to take into account. It's like, it's you know, then you just end up feel like you're getting fucking mad. But you know, it's real shit, man. And so many people are out there preaching the gospel, which is good because at its essence, you know, it's about love. It's about believing in an afterlife of heaven or hell. But it's weird, isn't it? It's just weird. It's almost like humans with, you know, like the feeling that comes along with it is that of you're never going to be able to live up to it, even though you're going to try. And all the way through trying to live up to it, which you won't be able to do, you got to feel bad all the way through it because you know you can't live up to it. So you are flogging a dead horse to an extent once you start analysing it. And just you just never know whether you're, because we tell ourselves, you know, just got to be a good person, and then you're told, well, that ain't good enough. Oh, fucking hell, what's happened to the camera? Oh, no. Ah, hang on. I didn't have the power on over here. It'll come back. It's a very deep conversation for this time in the morning. Yeah, don't worry, I'm sorting it. I'm just getting some power going over here. The battery's gone. It'll be back on in a second. Just give it a sec. Yeah. It's all right, it's coming back. And the poll is climbing. 7% are saying, don't you dare do a concert, Brian. You're a cunt. That's what they've told me. You dare do a live concert. You cunts. Right, let me just find the app again. Alright, there we go. Yeah! And we're back. Yeah, so oh, come on, man, that's enough now with the cutting of the trees, man. Neighbour, you've got to be more tolerant. Love that neighbour. Love that tree cutter. 30 years ago, that's the first E17 album came out. Fuck me. 30 years. Good morning, DB. Good morning to you. Thank you for the vodka. I think it's the Raspberry Ripple one in it. I think so. Get back to me on that. Good morning. Does David like your impression of him? I probably think not. Probably not. Probably not actually, Sean. I don't really like the way Brian Harvey talks about me, Sean, on his podcast. I just found out what they're all about. You know what I mean? They don't like it. They thought they could set me up and fucking try and ruin me up like that. So I'm glad I caught them. I'm glad I got evidence of it, and they won't fucking get away with it. What's the date now? 22nd of December. 3 days till Christmas. 3 days until he wasn't born. What is it all about? What is it all about? It's about money. That's what it's about. It's about feeling guilty if you haven't bought somebody a present. That's what it's about. It's about money. Pagan holiday. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't be getting involved. Can't be getting involved. Not now I know. Christmas. Christ Mass. Yeah? Christ Mass. Saturnalia. Thank you, Ranger Danger. Once you know that, it's fucking killed everything. It's killed it. You know, and then you feel bad, like fucking Scrooge, innit? Oh, can't you be alright one day in a fucking year? Yeah, but it's a fucking ritual. But no one's going to listen to that. You're mad, Brian. You've lost the plot. Go and drink some colloidal silver, and we'll see you in the new year. June, I think it's June. I think he's born in June. I think there's reference in the Bible to the 6th month, I'm sure. Good morning. Good morning. It's just all lies, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's all fucking lies. Lies, lies, lies. And money. No rude retellings this Christmas. We're running out of fucking ideas. Nothing wrong with a bit of turkey though. Where John the Baptist was born 6 months apart. Yeah, I think that part. I'm 53 and happier than before. That's very good to hear, Top Cat. There's hope for us in the future. Did you get me a present? I'm sorry, Billy, I didn't. I'm very sorry I didn't get you a present this Christmas, Billy. But he wasn't born Christmas. September is... October is... and so on. Yes. Santa, Satan. Yeah. St. Nicholas. No, it's all fucked up, isn't it? All of it. It's all fucked up. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Why can't the world change? It'll never change. It's going to get worse. It goes round in a fucking circle. It's just... it's going to get worse. 2023. Nostradamus predictions for 2023. Not looking too good. Putin's going to die next year, apparently, of a mystery illness. So, there's stuff to come next year. Right now, television, sponsored by Clipper. 8%. Don't do a fucking concert, you cunt. Don't even think about it. Why does it end this poll? Hope you're seeing some Christmas tunes again this year. Fucking hell. I'm alright, Ross. I'm alright, Ross. How you doing? You alright? I'm alright. Just up early and was sitting there eating a McDonald's breakfast and I thought, oh no, I'll come on and say hello. That's it, I'm still here. Yes, Lee. You alright, mate? I ain't heard from you for a couple of days, man. I wondered whether you had this cough and the cold. Yes, Pebble Dashing. Just for you, London. Let me find it for you. Yeah? Don't ask. I'll just do it. Yeah? I'm just going to do it. We have an understanding. Stop that right there. Let me find this. He's a bacon. Do you want to hear a demo? I'll play you a fucking demo. Let's play you a demo. I shouldn't play this because this is a demo. But fuck it.
Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone.
But this is demo though, yeah?
It's
a demo. This ain't done. This has been sketch rough.
You better leave them kids alone.
Rough.
Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
2022, welcome to the saga. Some shit on YouTube made me spit out my lager. I know you heard about that shit was rank, bro. Can't catch man rocking Balenciaga. And now it's right in our face, they ain't hiding it. Sniffing little kids here, that's a Joe Biden thing. And no one that was there even said shit. I would've got locked and tempted to pie him in. I can't sit back and watch that cinema. Really, bro, that make my heart get chillier. No one ain't saying shit, it's getting sillier. Why the fuck they trying to normalise pedophilia? Catch a nonce round the way and I'm tapping him. Don't like this shit that is happening. Fuck the government, bitch, I am backing it. Death to all of them pricks, child trafficking.
Epstein trafficker, 2 kids and a prince as a passenger. Lolita Express to the massacre. Abuse on a plane with a lady Ghislaine.
What's the matter, bro?
Going deep in the ocean like Terramar.
Drag kid Desmond?
Yeah, that's the era now. 1990s, weren't like this.
Now you got mad trying to twerk like bitch.
Children paid for cabinets from Wayfair.
Not right now, you're gonna find that in Mayfair.
Social services act like they play fair.
Look who they're hiring in little kids daycare.
They're moving malevolent. Be careful next time when you make a wish. Help the children in everything. Keep your foundation of emptiness.
Fucking nuns.
Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
What again?
Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nuns. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
2022, welcome to the saga. Some shit on YouTube made me spit out my lager. I know you heard about that shit was rank, bro. Can't catch man rocking Balenciaga. And now it's right in our face, they ain't hiding it. Sniffing little kids here, that's a Joe Biden thing. And no one that was there even said shit. I would've got locked and tempted to pie him in. I can't sit back and watch that cinema. Really, bro, that make my heart get chillier. No one ain't saying shit, it's getting sillier. Why the fuck they trying to normalise pedophilia? Catch a nonce round the way and I'm tapping him. Don't like this shit that is happening. Fuck the government, bitch, I am backing it. Death to all of them pricks, child trafficking.
Epstein trafficker, 2 kids and a prince as a passenger. Lolita Express to the massacre. Abuse on a plane with a lady Ghislaine.
What's the matter, bro?
Going deep in the ocean like Terramar.
Drag Kid Desmond?
Yeah, that's the era now.
1990s weren't like this.
Now you got mad trying to twerk like bitch. Children pay for cabinets from Wayfair.
Not right now, you're gonna find that in Mayfair.
Social services act like they play fair.
Look who they're hiring in little kids' daycare.
Moving malevolent. Be careful next time when you make a wish. Help the children you never did. Keep your foundation of emptiness. Fucking nonce.
Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's awakened. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's awakened. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
I went through the secret door, guess who? I stayed bare facts, this not a dead tune. I looked in her face, saw Ghislaine Maxwell. That must have been Prince Andrew in the red room. Try fuck with me and I'll expose it. She can't smell, still Daniela knows this. Fuck your symbols, cunt, and your checkerboards. And you can jump off a cliff with your poses.
I've had a sex change, no man, I'm a chick.
Don't give a fuck, you was born with a dick.
You can't say that, it's transphobic. I fucking say what I like, you guys suck putty dick. I used to be Teddy, but now I'm called Anne. Dress like a girl, but I'm really a man.
We'll make it legal to give kids a sex change. You can't stop us, oh yes we can.
He's a nonce, fucking nonce, bacon bunce. He's a bacon, he's a nonce, fucking nonce, bacon bunce. He's a bacon, he's a nonce, fucking nonce, bacon bunce. He's a bacon, he's a nonce, fucking nonce, bacon bunce. He's a bacon.
Fat again.
Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
2022, welcome to the saga. Some shit on YouTube made me spit out my lager. I know you heard about that shit was rank, bro. Can't catch man rocking Balenciaga. And now it's right in our face, they ain't hiding it. Sniffing little kids say that's a Joe Biden thing. And no one that was there even said shit. I would've got locked attempting to pie him in. I can't sit back and watch that cinema. Really, bro, that make my heart get chillier. No one ain't saying shit, it's getting sillier. Why the fuck they trying to normalise pedophilia? Catch a nonce round the way and I'm capping him. Don't like this shit that is happening. Fuck the government, bitch, I am backing it. Death to all of them pricks child trafficking.
Epstein trafficker, 2 kids and a prince as a passenger. Lolita Express to the massacre. Abuse on a plane with a lady Ghislaine.
What's the matter, bro?
Going deep in the ocean like Terramar.
Drag Kid Desmond?
Yeah, that's the era now.
1990s weren't like this.
Now you got mad trying to twerk like bitch. Children pay for cabinets from Wayfair.
Not right now, you're gonna find that in Mayfair.
Social services act like they play fair.
Look who they're hiring in little kids' daycare.
Moving malevolent. Be careful next time when you make a wish. Help the children you never did. Keep your foundation of emptiness. Fucking nonce.
Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone. He's a bacon. Nonce. You better leave them kids alone. Leave them kids alone. You better leave them kids alone.
I went through the secret door, guess who? I stayed bare facts, this not a dead tune. I looked in her face, saw Ghislaine Maxwell. That must have been Prince Andrew in the red room. Try fuck with me and I'll expose it. She can't smell, still Daniela knows this. Fuck your symbols, cunt, and your checkerboards. And you can jump off a cliff with your poses.
I've had a sex change, no man, I'm a chick.
Don't give a fuck, you was born with a dick.
You can't say that, it's transphobic. I fucking say what I like, you guys suck putty dick. I used to be Teddy, but now I'm called Anne. Dress like a girl, but I'm really a man.
We'll make it legal to give kids a sex change. You can't stop us, oh yes we can.
He's a nonce, fucking nonce, bacon bunce. He's a bacon, he's a nonce, fucking nonce, bacon bunce. He's a bacon. He's a nonce. Fucking nonce. Bacon bunce. He's a bacon. He's a nonce. Fucking nonce. Bacon bunce. He's a bacon.
These man's life should be actually void, it's a rap G. Aaron Carter just died, he's a bro of, you know, Nick from Backstreet Boys. Was abused by Luke Coleman, who made him his toy.
And there you go. So we still got, there's loads more writing, man. We're just putting down all the shit that we want to get in there. And then Shotty's just putting it all down. So we got a rough down and that. And then me, Lee and Shotty are gonna smash that one up. We probably will make a video for that one, but like I say, we ain't looking to be no idols. We're just looking to put the obvious out there, you know what I mean? That's all. Ain't no money involved, ain't no nothing, you know what I mean? We just put that shit together and just put it out there. And it does what it does, innit? Simple as that. Ain't gotta get precious over it. I'd rather it be there than not be there. So yeah, man, don't worry, yeah, we're on that. We're gonna get that done anyway. So we're just working on it in the background, man. No pressure, nothing. Because as soon as you start putting pressure on it, things start turning into hard work. And it doesn't want to be. So, yeah, we'll just make that thing, innit, you know? Hopefully it'll turn into a little anthem. It's going to get better and better and better. And then when we vocal it up properly, be me, Shotty and Lee on that one. Yeah. And it's our track, you know what I mean? It's originally created. There ain't no sampling going on there. So no one can say, you know what I mean, copyright this or copyright that. Can't say nothing. Yeah, man, we'll put all the right things in there, you know what I mean? Radio 1 ain't gonna be playing it. He's a bacon. In at 1, it's Brian Harvey and He's a Bacon. I made the beat on that. I made that long time ago. Had that laying about forever. And then I went back through all the Logic files and that, and I found where I created it, so I can bring the original back up and mix everything again properly. And like I say, ain't for sale or nothing. We just put it up. Done. If you want to rip it, rip it. You know what I mean? Rip it and share it. Share it to the world. The BBC ain't gonna play it, are they? Wouldn't expect them to either. Fucking hell. Bacon bunce, he's a nonce. Bacon bunce. All right, so I was actually looking for another tune. Lee thought this song was called Boy. Boy, 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 boy. I'm never gonna let you forget that. I wish this cough would fuck off. Sort of fucking tickly fucking. De-living. Have I done that wrong? Fucking go to Specsavers. De-living. Oh, why are you being a cunt? Why? De-living. Here it is. I found you Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Anthem.
Life is all about sex, money, and love.
Turn up again, and we will come on and drink them bottles. We'll come on and drink them bottles of vodka over the Christmas period. You know, Kim Tyler fancies an eat that. It's kind of long. It's a good idea, Dee. That would be good footage to have. Really would. Cut that into the video, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Coming with this again now. This is getting played again. Why? This one goes out to Lee. Copy Connection. VV. Let's do this. Oh yeah. We don't come again.
Life is all about sex, money, and love.
Actually, hold on. Let me just get that going on there as well. Yeah.
Life is all about sex, money, and love.
Yeah, we are going to need an event. We are going to need one. Hold on. We will have to do one up London at some point. We owe it to ourselves at some point. See if we can get something cooking up, man, next year, innit? Something positive. Too much negativity going on. We need to free these kids. If there's any kids out there in bondage, in fucking secret tunnels, any fucking dodge pot shit going on, let's get to the fucking bottom of it. Let's make it trendy to expose child traffickers. And then perhaps we can move forward and we can all get on with our lives. Sure. Let's face it, we can't have a normal life until we've got rid of these child traffickers, innit? Surely. It's the undercurrent to what is making everything not work properly. The police, the mainstream media, the government, everything. Care systems, everything. Nothing runs right because the undercurrent of child trafficking and people finding out. That's the problem. County councils, all of it. Social services needs exposure. Exactly. So we're going to have to make it trendy to start exposing these people properly. Or sit back and be scared of them all until they eventually work their way around to one of your kids. Then you'll want to do something about it. Throwing kids at walls, drinking their fucking blood, skinning babies. What the fuck are we dealing with here? Good point there, D. Got told about that yesterday by Nicky Cooper. Prince Andrew the musical. Thoughts on that, please? I haven't looked into it yet. I've only just found out myself. Nice one for that, D. Prince Andrew the musical. Let's do a new poll. Should it feature? Oi, nonce. Leave them kids alone. Not John Wedger, is it? Ranger Danger?
Sex, money, and murder.
But he doesn't sweat.
Life. It's all about sex, money, and murder.
Prince Andrew, backing vocals by Keith, who doesn't sweat. Right, that's it. I felt I'm off. And you have a lovely Christmas. I'm going to leave you with the same song again. Why anything? Why bother? Why Christmas? Why turkey? Why cranberry sauce?
Life is all about sex, money, and murder.
I ask you. On that note, I'm going to go. And we will see you over Christmas. Thank you, DB. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to everyone who's been there. Have a
rubber dub. What every man come jam on them rubber dub.